Guys, we need to talk immediately. This is getting out of hand. We've seen this group of YouTubers who are part of the Snyder fandom, which I'm not going to talk about the Snyder fandom, this is not a big rant, but I'm not going to mention any of their names, but if you probably saw their thumbnails, their channels, you're probably thinking what they're doing. I have to say something. This has got to address it. If you're a Snyder fan, please do not attack me, because I'm going to say something that it might piss people off, but I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to just be honest and truthful and speaking the facts. Superman movie does come out in July, and the film does bomb. It doesn't mean it's going to bring back the SnyderVerse or the old DCU back. Keep in mind, this is a new era for DC. DC has gone through a rough patch in the past few years, and Warner Bros. And James Gunn, who's now the president of DC Studios, is trying to find a way to revive DC and try and make it successful and make it good again and make the brand fixed. Now, I know many people say that online, say that Superman Reboot is going to fail, nobody's going to see it, they want the SnyderVerse because that's made more money and it's successful, and a lot of people are actually doubt it's called the quality is there, which, let's just say this right now, I'm going to keep saying it, just because Zack Snyder's DC films makes money does not mean it's a good film. Yes, Snyder fans will love these movies, but for the past, general audiences who've seen those films did not love them. And even though Zack Snyder's Justice League was somewhat, a positive reception, even though I find that film overrated, the reason why we got the Snyder Cut, it's not because of Warner Bros. Or Zack Snyder listened to the fans, because HBO Max has officially released. If it wasn't for HBO Max, we would have gotten the Snyder Cut, or Snyder's Justice League, whatever you want to call it. That doesn't mean if Superman fails, Warner Bros. Are not going back to that because how it worked. Because A, Zack Snyder has moved on. He's went on to do other projects. He has come out and admitted it. He has moved on. He wants to do something else. Henry Cavill has moved on. Ben Affleck has moved on. Even Gal Gadot. Jason Momoa, he's always still doing DC, but he's playing Lobo or something. The character's name, I can't recall the name of the character, but yes, he's in DC, but he's not playing Aquaman anymore. He's going to move on. He's working with James Gunn with Lobo in the Supergirl movie. Ezra Miller is a criminal right now. Amber Heard is no longer in Hollywood. How the hell would Warner Brothers, Zack Snyder, or David Ayer, especially David Ayer's Suicide Squad, the Ayer cut, is not going to happen. We need to move on, guys. This is the final straw. Now, if you want to continue your SnyderVerse campaign and want to make a return or whatever throws at you, fine, do as you wish. But be realistic here. Do you ever think Warner Bros. Is going to listen to you guys? No, they won't. Just keep in mind, it's a film studio. Even the creative team, especially Zack Snyder, yes, I'm saying that right now, they're not your best buddies, they're not your best pals. They can't promise you quality after quality after quality projects, and they cannot revive certain projects that's been cancelled or moved on. This is getting out of hand. I'm getting sick of it. I am done. I'm done with it. I just want to move on. That's all I want to do. In full honesty, I just want this Superman reboot to come out and just tell these haters to accept it. If it's successful, people need to learn to accept it and just say, okay, you know what? It's best we just move on. It's not working because it's successful. Hopefully, the Superman reboot will come out, and hopefully, if this movie makes tons of money, expect it to be $1 billion hit. Expect it to be, if it makes the money it makes back, if it breaks it even, maybe a 500 or 600 or maybe 700 million, I'm hoping it'll make. If it makes money, it will gain sequel, and of course it'll continue the DC universe. They're not going to pull the plug after one movie because it didn't do well. But if Superman does fail, the SnyderVerse will not come back. Warner Bros. Will just be focused on Matt Reeves, the Batman films, and maybe leave DC for another couple of years or maybe a decade, and then they'll start again rebooting the DC universe. Please, guys, for the love of God, we need to accept the fact the old DCU is dead. Got a new DCU with James Gunn's leadership. He's directing new Superman, and We have yet to see what's to come. So we cannot judge a movie till it comes out. One of you guys are probably watching and say, I want Superman to fail. Okay, you know what? Say your piece. If you want a movie to fail, go ahead. But let others, like myself, and people who are looking forward to James Gunn's Superman Reboot or this new era for DC, keep in mind, this is a new era for DC. This is a new generation of fans coming in. Just a new group of fans who are going to be excited for this new universe. It's the same thing for the MCU. The Infinity Saga is for the past fans, but the Multiverse Saga is for new generation of fans to come in, and they're going to start saying that's their favourite era from either if it's Marvel or DC or Star Wars or whatever. It's a new era. So if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to watch them. But let others be excited for it. I don't want to make a long tangent rant, but I'm just going to say my piece. I hope this Superman reboot comes out. If it does well, then hopefully fans will just move on and accept the fact that DCU is moving forward. If this film bombs and the DC Universe decide to pull the plug on it, then Warner Bros. We're not going to bring the SnyderVerse back. We're just going to continue on with Matt Reeves' The Batman, and that's it. And they'll just probably wait for a couple of years if DC wants to reboot or start over from scratch again. Well guys, comment down below and tell me, do you think the SnyderVerse fandom has taken it way too far, or are you want Superman to fail? Please be civil in the comments. And until next time guys, see ya.